Hello guys, this is me, Master7, and I'm going to be reviewing every single Plants vs. Zombies Plush episode. From Season 1. But anyways, let's just get this on the roll. First off, we have Zombie gets his brain. Now, I think it's a really interesting episode, despite being the shortest in the series. But it's kind of funny and pretty good for a pilot episode, so I'd say it's a good episode and a way to start the series. The zombies attack. So this episode is kind of less interesting than the last one. Sure, it does have some funny jokes here and there, but unfortunately it's a bad episode and a rough start to the series. The rain is at least better than the last episode, because there are some funny jokes, and duckweed was pretty funny in this episode, so I'll probably give it a good episode. Yeah, certainly not the best, but a really good one. Head Zombie's new machine. Now, this is the first boss fight in the series, and I don't think it's a really good one. Heck, the sequel, which is Head Zombie's Sea Shredder, did even better than this one. I feel like that's kind of a disappointing for Head Zombie to do this. The rake joke was kind of unfunny and forced, and all around just a awful episode. I rarely found myself laughing on this episode, but again, it's just an opinion. Heatwave. Now, this is the last episode before you go into Ed territory. So, yeah, it's actually really better than the last one. It actually introduces us to 2 new zombies. But, yeah, other than that, it's just a really good episode. Yeah, I find this to be a pretty mediocre one at that. Zombot needs both part 1 and 2. I really think those are really great episodes and a really good way to introduce a character. And Dr. Zomboss. So basically, both of these episodes are awesome. They're really funny and creative, and a way to give out 2 new characters that should be introduced in this series. The only gripe I have with these is that the Zombotnik characters, which these characters feel pretty unneeded and are kind of annoying, I guess. The Robot Machines. I think it's a really awesome episode on how it's the first level just to use entirely vehicles. Heck, I think that they should do this more often. They should probably do a season 4 episode where they revise some of the stuff they did in like seasons 1 or 2. And I think Robot Machines 2 would be a great one for season 4 episode 2. And I think it's a good episode on that. There are some really funny jokes. The beginning was actually pretty funny. The only gripe I had with the episode was at the ending when Dr. Zomboss was like, "You're grounded!" Alright, and then he punched his Head Zombie when he was just about to get his brains. The control point. This episode introduces us to Arnold and Little Munchkin Oompa Loompa Dude. And I think those are really 2 great characters to introduce. I even like the final battle, but I think I like the battle between Head Zombie and Sunflower Sign. I think it's one of the more creative battles. But yeah, I think it's a good episode at that. The only gripe I had was, I don't know, the first preferred of the episode kind of dragged out and just wasn't interesting. But yeah, it was a really good episode, and yeah, it was pretty funny. Betrayal. Now, yeah, I find this to be one of the weaker episodes. Heck, I even find it weaker than Head Zombie's new machine. Yeah, it's a really bad one. He just basically, Dr. Zomboss betrays the zombies and just basically betrays them all entirely, even his son. And yes, this wasn't canon when Dr. Zomboss' son was Ed. But yeah, it was so horrible to watch. I as watching this episode when I'm rewatching every single episode from the franchise. So yeah, it's a really horrible episode in that. So all in all, it's probably the worst episode from the series. There are some really funny jokes here and there, but otherwise, Dr. Zomboss, Head Zombie, and Ed just like Dr. Zomboss should have just gotten the brain, but yeah, the brains was on vacation. So what was the point of having this as an actual episode? And yeah, I kind of like that there was a butter on my head scene, which was kind of funny. But other than that, it's just the worst episode from the series. Hambone the Cowboy. Jesus, man, I'm here. Introduces us to two new zombies, Hambone and Little Fry. And I think those are both of these characters are really funny and creative. I think I prefer Little Fry more because he's kind of funnier and has more plot and character. Yeah, something like that. It's a really good episode to inspire such great characters like Little Fry and Hambone. And fun fact, Cowboy is actually the first cowboy to appear in the series. And even though it's not an actual fact, I just like to say that. I don't know why. And the Spies, which is going to be the last one we're going to review for this part. Yeah, the Spies is like a really bad one. Yeah, sorry guys. Just felt very uncomfortable when Sunflowerstein and P-Sure were just doing the thing. Just dating. Just felt really uncomfortable, and Head Zombie's punishment was just outright pretty cruel. And yes, Head Zombie was meant to be really brutalized, but that's his character, and I find this episode to be not as interesting as the other Head Zombie episodes where he just gets punished. Yeah, I just don't like it. Yeah, just sending them out as spies is just really horrifying just to see for a great character. So yeah, I don't think I like this episode. The ending was really forced. Well, not exactly forced. It just felt really uncomfortable with Snow Pea trying to get Pea Shooter. But all in all, it's a pretty weak episode, or as I like to call it, bad. And that's it for part 1. See you on part 2, guys. Oh, before I leave, I'd like to say that I'll be doing a Q&A in the next 9 days. I mean, yeah, I said the next 9 days. So you better ask up my questions before August 11. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.